You're listening to the Health Coach Nation podcast. My name is Hailey Rowe, and I'm a business coach for online health coaches who want to attract their ideal clients, stop feeling defeated by their never-ending to-do list, balance a healthy lifestyle with their growing business, and stop overanalyzing what everybody thinks of them so that they can confidently own their message and online presence. On this podcast, we dive deep into health information you can share with your clients, business strategy tips, and more. Let's get to it. Hey everybody, I am so excited that you are here. Thank you for listening to the podcast. And today we're going to talk about one of my biggest struggles and what it really has taught me about being an entrepreneur and life in general. So before we dive into that, I want to be sure I invite you guys to my free upcoming 5-day challenge. And the challenge will be going over 5 things that I stopped doing as a health coach to triple my clients in 30 days. And so I'm going to be covering 5 different video trainings that will guide you through the next steps you can make in your online health coaching business to take things to the next level and stop spending time on the things that aren't making an impact for you. So be sure to sign up at haileyrowe.com/FB challenge. And that way you will get notified about when the challenge is starting. You'll get the free videos sent to you, and you'll be able to join my free Facebook group where the challenge will be taking place. The Facebook group is called Health Coach Nation. So be sure to join there, and you'll also get a free gift, my Unstoppable Habits Consistency Planner. Okay, so let's get into the juicy part. Here we go. So before you see the title of this podcast episode and think, I don't have acne, this doesn't resonate with me, I'm going to be sharing what acne has taught me about business. And to give you a little bit of a background before we dive into the top 4 lessons that I'm going to share with you today, I have struggled with acne since 5th grade. I've done all of the acne curing things throughout my lifetime to try to heal it. Things like antibiotics before I knew better. In my opinion, I don't think that's the best way to go, but I've done it in the past. Special products, dermatologist recommended med spa makeup, healing my gut microbiome, doing special skin treatments, and diet changes, lasers, working on my stress management, all of these things, holistic and not holistic. I have done it. And there have been times in my life where my skin's doing pretty well and I think, okay, I figured it out. But somehow acne seems to come back, even when I'm on my best behavior sometimes with my diet and my skincare protocol. And so it's something that I've always worked on. And on my millionth search for the cure to acne, I've recently come across something that I'm going to be starting very soon, and it is a 4-month program that holistically teaches you how to approach your acne and work on it with like diet and lifestyle and certain products and changing up your skincare protocol every 2 weeks, etc. And I found this program called the Natural Acne Clinic. And I've made the decision to commit to the program because they have a 90% cure rate for people who have acne and who are on even the most serious drugs for acne, like Accutane, which thank goodness I am not on, but I could definitely use some help here in this area. So I'm really excited about it, and I've been thinking about my whole journey with acne and how, I'm going to be making a lot of uncomfortable changes based on what I'm reading from their documents, but it's just shocking to me that I have been doing this for so long, and I have worked with so many skin doctors and naturopaths and professional, facial estheticians, and how little I actually know about my own condition. Like just reading the things that I'm going to be doing in this program, I'm shocked. Like I had no idea that egg yolks and seaweed and iodine-rich foods and the B vitamins can really cause aggressive acne. And I've worked on my diet before with professionals and no one's ever told me this. So it's shocking to me. I've researched it online too, and it's not there. So I'm having hope, and I will keep you posted on how it goes if you'd like. Just be sure to let me know you'd be interested, because if you're not, I'm just going to stick to business tips and health tips and mindset tips for health coaches. So anyways, bottom line is I'm doing this new program, and when I'm doing something new, I tend to reflect, I tend to think about my past journey, and I realized that my acne struggle has taught me a lot about business and can be valuable lessons for you too. So we're going to get right into 4 things that my acne has taught me about business. So the first tip that I have for you guys is, number 1, find somebody who has gotten the results you want and work with them. So if you are a health coach or an entrepreneur of any kind, and you're thinking about joining a business program or a mastermind group or working privately with a coach, it's so important to clearly define the results that you're looking for to gain from that program before you start the search process. And it sounds super obvious, but many of us get swept away by pretty branding and big promises, and we get so desperate that we just throw ourselves into the program without first knowing exactly what we are looking to get out of the coach or the program. And this resonates with me because in the past, I mentioned that I've worked with so many skin doctors and naturopaths to heal my acne, but my problem was in my approach because they haven't gotten their patients the results that I'm looking for. Yes, skin doctors can prescribe medications that reduce acne, but I'm not looking to take medications for acne for the rest of my life. I'm looking for somebody who can specifically, tailor a program for me, and I'm looking for somebody solely focused on healing someone's acne, not all the skin conditions, not doing other health things. Like, I am looking for somebody who has the before and after photos to demonstrate that they've helped their clients heal their skin holistically without the use of medications. And my mistake in the past was not clearly defining this before seeking help. So if you're a health coach and you're really looking to step things up, I'm all about working with somebody and getting the help you need to do that. But make sure you define clearly what results you're seeking before you get biased by pretty packaging and certain messages and big promises, because they might have big promises, but is it exactly what you're looking for? Ask yourself that question, y'all. Okay, let's move on to tip number 2, which is kind of more of a quote. But as Brendan Burchard, I still don't know how to say his last name, Burchard, says, it's ugly in the beginning, messy in the middle, and beautiful in the end. So how does this relate to acne, and how does this relate to your business? Well, I've been told that there will be a transition period with my skin as I switch to this new program's supplements and products and lifestyle habits. And there's a chance that my skin might get worse before it gets better. And through this process, I'll learn what triggers my breakouts and will be moving towards clearer skin, hopefully. But it's going to be ugly in the beginning, messy in the middle, and beautiful in the end, just like Brendan says. So when it comes to business, this quote absolutely applies. We all have to be willing to get worse before we get better on our entrepreneurial journey. We have to be up for getting really vulnerable and honest with ourselves about what skills we need to develop, what business tasks are wasting our time, what to outsource or let go of. And starting from 0 clients and 0 systems and 0 experience is really ugly. But every entrepreneur starts that way. And the ones who win and the ones who are successful that we look up to are willing to embrace the ugly. They've taken time to systematize their business and get the experience necessary to create something that can be beautiful in the end and beautiful over time. So don't be discouraged if you're in the ugly or the messy stage of your business, meaning you need to automate more things, you're not doing everything perfectly. First of all, you'll never be doing everything perfectly, But if it's feeling messy right now, that's a sign that you are growing. And same with me here with the acne situation. I'm in this new program. I have to read every single label all over again, like I'm a new person being an adult. Like I have to relearn everything, all about nutrition labels, all about skincare products, because I didn't know that a lot of these things that were healthy or things that were dermatologists claimed to be okay are actually not. They're clogging my pores. They have the ingredients that I'm not supposed to have, blah, blah, blah. So it's messy right now. I have to buy a lot of new things. I got to throw out a lot of old stuff. And I know that if I do this, I have more of a chance to having the, healing that I'm looking for. Okay, let's move on to lesson number 3. Be completely honest with yourself. So when it comes to my acne, I could automatically think about some habits that I could change that would very much help me. For example, not wearing as much makeup or washing my makeup brushes every day instead of once a week or twice a week, and stopping to work so much to prevent stress. But these things are inconvenient, and it's human nature to avoid them or ignore these truths and validate why it's okay to not adopt these habits. But that keeps me stuck. And if I truly want to change my skin, I have to face all the facts before I can change them. And as one of my favorite other podcasters, Elizabeth Benton, says, we have to face the facts to change the facts. And this is really uncomfortable and not fun, but it has to be done if we want to really make a change. So how does this apply to business? Let's get into it. Sometimes we have to admit to ourselves and our online audience and our clients that we do not know everything and we have messed up. And this is really important for growing and building trust. You're not a bad coach if you don't know everything, but you are a bad coach if you claim that you do know everything. The most inspiring coaches are the ones who don't try to be everything to everyone. They are honest with themselves and their audience about their unique strengths and how they use them to help a specific niche market. So I'm going to say this quote that you can tweet and you can tag me. Again, it is, you are not a bad coach if you don't know everything, but you are a bad coach if you claim that you do. Okay, so be honest with yourself. Speak in complete truths about, what do you need to work on? Who do you need to be the entrepreneur that you want to be? What does that entail? What does your day look like? How do you need to be treating people differently in your life? All of these uncomfortable questions will eventually allow you to change and to grow. Okay. Let's go to step number 4, lesson number 4, and that is surrender to uncertainty. This one is my favorite because anybody that knows me knows that I am not spontaneous. I like a plan, I like structure, I like to-do lists, but my acne has taught me that I need to be more comfortable with uncertainty. And I don't know how my skin will react to this new 4-month program. It could be the same as everything else I've tried, or it could be different this time. I don't know. It's uncertain. And I don't know if I'll be forever acne-free in my lifetime, but here's what I do know. I am more than willing to be persistent and trying new things in hopes of figuring it out. And I'm committed to the daily process, even though there will not be daily results. There will be days when my skin's worse than it was. There will be days when, I'm feeling like I'm doing everything right, but it's not showing up on my skin. I don't know if you can hear in the background that my phone is ringing, but I might not edit this out, so I just want to let you know. I apologize. Thank you for bearing with me. And let's move on to how dealing with uncertainty applies to you and your business. Okay, so every entrepreneur is making the courageous choice to work their butt off without having the certainty that their hard work will pay off. And that is why it's so important to love the work you're doing, because you could be working doing your best, working a lot, and, it just doesn't take off the way you intended it to take off. And if you're willing to stay in the game long enough, eventually you're going to see results no matter what. But it's really important to love what you do and find ways to enjoy the daily process without the need for immediate results, because that way it's easier to embrace the uncertainty that comes with entrepreneurship. So instead of getting worked up about all the things outside of your control, all of the uncertainty that comes with being an entrepreneur, focus on what you can do to create certainty in your business and your life. And here are a few ways to do that. First off, instead of measuring your success by how much money you're bringing in or measuring your success based on, how many clients you have, focus on how much value you feel that you're bringing to the world with your content, or focus on how you treat your clients, because these things are in your control and these things will bring positivity and results, but it just might take some time. However, they're fully in your control. So instead of associating your self-worth again with how many clients you have, set a goal to spend a certain amount of time per day on building potential new client relationships. Or instead of feeling disappointed about how many followers you have, focus on how you can build relationships with the small audience that you do have. See how all of these examples are things that you could do on a daily basis and kind of check off. That is something that you should be focusing on instead of, I didn't meet my money goal for this quarter. And while that's still something to look at and you can improve that by changing certain things in your business, it's important to focus on the daily process and embrace the daily process and let go of some of the uncertainty that comes with being an entrepreneur. All right, so if you are struggling right now with your business or even acne or something else in your life, just know that you got to stay in the game. And the longer you stay in the game and keep trying new things and growing and figuring it out, the better your results are going to be. And I never thought that my acne would teach me about business at all, but these 4 examples show me that it has. And they always say that everything happens for a reason. And so I think maybe my acne is trying to teach me something. And I had to share with you guys because part of my mission is to just share what's working, share what's not, share where I'm at in life, and hopefully help people in the process. So if you need to build your brand and you want to do it with gusto and patience and enthusiasm, be sure to listen back to this podcast, take some notes, and keep in touch with me. Join the Facebook group, join the Facebook challenge, and we'll be in touch. I can't wait to hear what you guys are up to. And thank you again. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. Be sure to get your free gift over at HaileyRowe.com by joining my email list. And remember, you can always connect with me and other health coaches in the Health Coach Nation free Facebook group, where I post trainings and videos on how to take your health coaching business to the next level. Can't wait to connect with you. Have an awesome day.